Stop blaming your memory. What you're about to hear isn't you getting scatterbrained. It's your brain doing exactly what it's designed to do the second you let something else think for you. And scientists just caught it happening on camera inside real skulls. Picture a room full of people with wires taped across their scalps, sitting down to write an essay like it's the most normal thing in the world. It's not a sci-fi lab, it's MIT 2025, and those wires are EEG caps reading electrical activity straight off 54 brains in real time. Researchers split those 54 people into three groups. One wrote completely unaided, just them and a blank page. One used a search engine, one used ChatGPT. 4 sessions later, one of those groups had a brain that looked measurably different from the other two. Quieter, less connected, like someone had dimmed the lights in a few rooms of the house. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which group it was, what quieter actually cost them, and why turning the tool off didn't fix it. Here's what makes this study different from every "is AI good or bad for you" hot take you've scrolled past. Nobody asked these people how they felt about using ChatGPT. Their brains were being read while they used it. The thing researchers were watching for is called neural connectivity. Basically, how many different parts of your brain are talking to each other while you work. Memory, planning, language, creativity, all lighting up and passing signals back and forth. That's what a fully switched-on brain looks like on a scan. That's the baseline everything else in this video gets measured against. No surprises with the first two groups. The people writing completely unaided lit up the most. Hardest task, most engaged brain, exactly what you'd expect. The search engine group sat right in the middle. Then there's the ChatGPT group. Their connectivity wasn't just a little lower, it was the weakest of all three by a wide margin. And it got worse every session. The exact networks tied to memory and original thought going quieter and quieter, like a muscle that stopped getting used. Now here's the part that should make you a little uncomfortable. Right after each person finished writing, researchers asked one simple thing: quote a sentence from the essay you just wrote. Not from memory of yesterday, from 2 minutes ago. The unaided group did it almost without exception. Of course, they could. They just built every sentence themselves. In the ChatGPT group, 83.3% of people couldn't do it, couldn't quote a single line from something they had technically just finished writing. And here's the twist nobody saw coming. In the final session, researchers pulled ChatGPT away from that same group and made them write completely unaided, just like everyone else from the start. If this were only about the tool making one task easier, their brain should have snapped right back to full power. They didn't. Their connectivity stayed below the unaided group's baseline the entire session. The tool was gone. The debt wasn't. This was never really about ChatGPT. It's about what your brain does the moment you quietly hand it a job. Ask anyone who's driven the same route with GPS on for 5 years to describe it without a map. They'll stumble over streets they've passed 1,000 times. Ask someone who's used a calculator since middle school to do long division in their head. Same story. Your brain isn't loyal. It doesn't keep a skill sharp out of sentiment. It keeps what it's forced to use, and it lets everything else go dark. So next time you type out a whole message, a whole paragraph, hit send, and somebody asks what you just wrote, and you genuinely can't tell them, that's not a bad memory day. That's your brain doing precisely what 4 sessions of EEG data says it does the moment a task gets outsourced. It steps back before you even notice it's gone, which leaves one question this study never answers. If your brain gives up that fast on writing, what else have you already handed over the wheel on?